Hello, welcome. If you are new to my channel, my name is Tauni, and today I'm leading you through a Vinyasa flow practice. This class does not require yoga blocks, but if you have them, I recommend placing them near the top of your mat. There's a couple of poses I'm going to show you how to use them to perhaps help with alignment and get a little bit deeper into your posture. As always, listen to your body, take the pose options that works best for you today, and let's simply enjoy our time together on the mat. So when you're ready, let's get started. We're going to begin in a seated position, legs comfortably crossed, sit up nice and tall. Choose to either focus on something out in front of you or simply close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out slowly. Again, breathe in and out. A few more times like that. Inviting peace and calm into our space. Letting go of any expectations or judgments. If the eyes are closed, go ahead and open them. Extend your legs out in front of you. Start to shake out your legs. Just alternate bending your knees. And then pull that right foot to the inner thigh. Left foot is flexed. Extend the arms up over the head. And twist over to the right. So that left hand places on the right knee. Extending the arms up over the head, and this time interlacing the fingers, press the palms up. And as you exhale, round the spine and press your arms forward. Inhaling, sitting up tall, bringing those arms back. Exhale, round. Continue. One more time. Breathe in, reach up. Release your hands, lean forward with a flat back. Drawing your heart forward, start to lengthen out of your back as well as through the back of the leg, feeling a nice stretch here in your hamstring. Sitting up and switching sides. Right leg extends, left foot to that inner thigh. Arms reach up to draw length into your back and twist over to the left. Lengthen the arms up, interlace those fingers, press up, and exhale, round. Ab muscles draw in. Inhale, lengthen up, maybe pull those arms back, and exhale. Couple more times. Last one. And hinge forward, flat back. So keep drawing that heart center forward. Sitting up and extend both legs out. We're going to bend the knees and just take the toes to the floor so the heels are lifted. Supported boat pose. So lean back, back straight, shoulders down your back. Now drop the heels. Press the hips up into an inclined tabletop. Drop the hips back down. Supported boat. Hands down, hips press up. Inclined tabletop. hips down, and maybe this time you bring the feet off the floor for boat pose and press up. One more time, each pose. Shins parallel to the floor. Press up. Dropping the hips, cross the feet, hands forward, step back, coming into our first downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out your feet so the feet are hip distance apart, the hands shoulder distance. And find your pose. So the tailbone is lifting, belly muscles drawing in. Keeping your hips square, lift the right leg for one leg dog. Then bend that knee, take it to the outside of that elbow as you place the right foot to the outside of the hand. Drop that back knee. You're going to flex the right foot and drop the knee open to the right and back up. Couple more times, drop and lift. Tuck the back toes, lift that knee. So the right toes turn out. Now the left foot's going to step to the outside of the left hand, drop into Malasana pose. Elbows at the inner thighs. Rise all the way up. Turn those toes forward, wide standing fold. Lengthen your spine and fold. Step back to a high plank. Again, you want your shoulders right over your wrist, downward facing dog. Hips square, lift the left leg. Bend that knee, draw it towards the shoulder as the left foot goes to the outside of the hand. Back knee to the mat. Flexing that left foot, drop open and lift. Drop and lift. One more time. Lift the back knee. Toes turn out, right foot steps forward. Malasana pose, that yogi squat. Stand it all the way up, toes turn forward, forward fold, nice and wide. Lengthen your back. Forward fold. Stepping back to high plank. Shift forward and slowly lower your body to the mat. Hands by the chest, lift into cobra pose. One more breath. And release. Downward facing dog. So we're going to do that again. A few changes. Lift that right leg. This time we're going to open up the hip, bend that knee. Extending the leg, step it wide outside of the foot. Keep the back knee lifted this time. Start to rock forward and back. Hold. Left foot steps forward nice and wide. Yogi squat. Drop your hips back straight. Inhale, rise up. Toes turn forward, forward fold. Lengthen your back and fold. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhaling, moving forward to the plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or maybe lower to the mat. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg, bend that knee, open up your hip. Then step it wide, outside of that hand. Start your rock, forward and back. Good, hold. Right foot steps forward, yogi squat, drop it down. Inhale, rise, toes turn forward, forward fold. Lengthen your spine, forward fold. Step back, downward facing dog. Yogi choice to hold or flow through that half series. Let's pause here in down dog, checking in. Always know you can always take a child's pose. Lifting that right leg, bend that knee, open up your hip. Extend the leg, step it between the hands this time, warrior two. Reverse warrior, reach it back, lightly touching that back leg. Now circle that right arm all the way forward, pivot to the back, bending that left knee for high lunge. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Circle the arm back to the front, high lunge, bend into that right knee. Taking the hands to the mat, step back to down dog. Yogi choice to hold or to flow through that half series. One leg dog, left leg lifts, open it up. Stepping the foot between the hands, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Pivot to the back of your mat, high lunge, right knee bends. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Back to the front of the mat, high lunge, left knee is bent. Hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Yogi choice. Adding on, lifting that right leg, bend that knee, open up the hip. Extending the leg, step it forward. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. High lunge to the back of the mat. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. High lunge to the front. Now stay in that lunge position. Just come into a low lunge, hands to the mat. Continue to lengthen the spine, balancing half moon. Right hand steps forward, left leg lifts. This is a great place for a block underneath that right hand. Now choose to stay or maybe add sugar cane pose, bending the knee, placing that foot into the hand. Just an option if you fall, work with it and just try again. One more breath. Warrior two, step it back, big transition. Circle it to the mat, step back to high plank. Lower to forearm plank. And then walk the feet forward, coming into dolphin pose. Pressing the chest back, hips stay high and lifted. Breathe. Walk it back out to that plank. Knees to the mat, extended child's pose. Hips drop back onto the heels, arms extend forward. Come forward, tops of the feet onto the mat, upward facing dog. Down dog. Just pause here, take a few breaths. Check in. Same thing on the other side, lifting that left leg, bend that knee, open it up. Extend, step forward, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Circle it, pivot to the back, high lunge. warrior two, reverse warrior, high lunge, front of the mat. Hands to the mat, stay in that lunge position. Left hand forward, balancing half moon. Right arm extends up, right leg lifts. So just practice here. Thinking a block is a great place to place under that hand, or maybe try sugar cane. Wherever you're at, extend it out, warrior two. Circle it to the mat, drop the forearms right into dolphin pose this time. Hips lift, chest presses back. Knees down, extended child's pose, hips drop back. Come forward, upward facing dog, down dog. Looking forward, step or float, feet to hands. Forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, high mountain. Bring your hands to your heart center. Tree pose, balancing on the right foot, pivot the left knee out. And then use your strength to slide that leg up, placing that foot anywhere on the inside of the right leg. Extend the arms up, interlace the fingers, press the palms up. See if you can keep the arms pressing up. Transition your feet, left foot above the right knee. Start to sink down into that standing pigeon. Press your arms forward and hold. And rise it up, mountain pose. Let's try all that on the other side. Balancing on the left, right knee pivots out, hands to heart. Start to lift, bringing that foot up, placing it anywhere on the inside of the leg. Extend the arms. Interlace, palms press up. So it's very helpful here to focus on something out in front of you that is not moving. Maintain that steady breath. Transition, right ankle above left knee. Start to bend and sit down into standing pigeon or one leg chair, arms pressing forward. And rise it up, mountain pose. Beautiful job. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Lengthen your back. Step back to chaturanga or take it to down dog, yogi choice, flow. So we're going to do that lizard pose one more time. So lift that right leg. Step it nice and wide to the outside of the right hand. Back knee can stay down or up, you choose. This time I'm going to use the block underneath my forearms and come a little lower. Or maybe you go all the way to the floor. Hold the stretch. Back nice and straight. If that knee is lifted, please continue to keep that leg nice and active and pressing back through that heel. One more breath. And release. Lifting. Pigeon pose. Bringing that right knee underneath you. Lower it all the way down. So this is another great place for a block. If you find that you're rolling over onto that right side, place a block underneath the right hip for support, helps with alignment. Start to lift the chest. Swing that back leg around. Double pigeon, flexing both feet, stacking ankles and knees. Moving into boat pose. So from here, knees can stay bent, or maybe you choose to extend, hold it. Come forward, cross the ankles, step or float back, downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg, moving into that lizard pose, foot nice and wide. Back knee can be up or down, with or without the block. See if you can lower your forearms down. Press up, moving into pigeon pose. And lower down to the mat. Use that block underneath your hip if you need to. Lifting the chest, swing that back leg around, stacking right shin on top of left, feet flex, double pigeon pose. Extend both legs out, flexing the feet, toes are up. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, forward fold. Start to roll it down one vertebrae at a time with control. And once you're down, knees to chest. Extending the legs up for waterfall pose. So this is the inversion for today, or if you want to practice shoulder stand, if that's in your practice, you are welcome to do so. I'm just moving my ponytail out of the way. But this is just fine, provided you have no neck issues or unregulated blood pressure. If you want to go ahead and lift all the way up into shoulder stand, that is an option. Another option is to go into plow pose. Whatever pose you're in, we're going to slowly lower down. Knees to chest. And happy baby, lifting the ankles above the knees. Press your spine down flat into the mat. Let's take the feet wide to the edges of the mat and away from you. Arms into goalpost. Windshield wipers, dropping the knees, right and left. Then moving into reclining butterfly. Hands on your midsection, bottoms of the feet, touching, knees wide. Closing the eyes, take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. One more time, breathe it in and out. Moving into our resting pose of Shavasana. Legs extended slightly wider than your hips. Feet drop away from each other as the arms come to your side. Keeping the eyes closed. Finding rest and stillness. Take a deep awakening breath in and extend the arms over the head, stretch it out. Then pull those knees into the chest and roll to your side to a resting position. Pausing here for just a couple of moments. Setting your attitude and your focus for the rest of your day or evening. And then helping yourself up to have a seat. You did beautifully. I know, I say it every class, but it's true. Let's end with a deep breath in, bringing the hands to prayer at our heart center. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice, and I hope you have a blessed day.